because you don't want the bacteria from your bum going to your face. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reni. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reni. On my channel, I do fashion, finance, lifestyle, and much more. And if you are new here, welcome, welcome. Make sure you subscribe by clicking the subscription button right there. I'll wait. Are you done? Make sure you hit that like button as well. So today on my channel, we're going to be talking about 5 things you're doing wrong in your skincare routine and the reason it's not working. So I started breaking out earlier this year and I completely had to change my routine, and I'm going to be teaching you 5 things that I changed to make sure that my skincare routine actually worked for me. So let's get started. So number 1. The first thing you're probably doing wrong in your skincare routine is not using products that work well for you. So the first thing that we often do is when we have something wrong with our skin, or wrong being like, it's not actually wrong, something that's happening to our skin, we go on Google, whoa. We go on Google or we go on YouTube and we search, how do I get rid of my acne, for example. But we're using products that work for that person but not for ourselves. Oftentimes, that person has completely different skin than you. So for example, if you watched my last video about how I cured my acne, I made sure to tell you that I have acne prone skin, I have dry skin and dehydrated skin. If you have oily, sensitive skin, these products may not work for you, so don't go and follow my routine. I think a lot of people do that. They follow any random person's routine because it worked for them, but just because it works for someone else does not mean it's gonna work for you. Make sure that you find a routine that is best for you. The thing I really suggest is visiting an esthetician. Esthetician knows best, or a dermatologist if you can afford that, but an esthetician is usually more affordable and they will create a custom routine just for you and they'll know exactly what your skin needs. They're also doing Zoom calls right now because of quarantine. I know it's not ideal, but it's better than nothing, and a lot of times they can recommend you products just based on seeing you through Zoom. What they'll do is they'll have you touch your face and tell them the problem areas, and then you'll be in good sunlight and you'll show them your skin. So you'll go like, okay, I have acne right here, I have textured skin right here, and then they'll actually recommend you products based on that. If you cannot afford this as well, which I understand, like, skincare is not cheap. If you cannot afford to get a consultation from an esthetician or dermatologist, the next thing I suggest is going on The Ordinary's website. So The Ordinary is one of the brands that I use to cure my skin. They have a help section. I'll attach it in the link in the description box below. But they basically will create a custom routine for you. You put down your skincare concerns. So if you say, I have acne prone skin, I have hyperpigmentation on my cheeks, and then you send them pictures of yourself as well. Their skin therapists will actually create a custom routine for you using their products, and you can also supplement it with your own products as well. That's one of the ways that I really changed my skin. They created a custom routine for me instead of me just following everyone else's routine. So the second thing that you are doing wrong is you are not being clean. You're not being sanitary. A lot of Instagram skinfluencers will show you them dropping their products on their skin with their with the dropper touching their skin, but honestly that is unhygienic and it's causing cross-contamination. Make sure when you're dropping products on your skin, you're not putting it on your skin, or else you're just you're putting bacteria on it and then it's going to go back into the bottle. It makes no sense and will make you more prone to acne. In the same realm of cleanliness, you're using the same towel that you use to wash your body or to dry off your body after a shower to dry your face. This is a no. If you think about it, when you have a towel, the same place that you're using to clean your behind and your private parts and your feet, those can touch your face if you're using it to touch your face to clean your face. So try to avoid this at all costs. I recommend using microfiber towels. They're antibacterial and you use them once and put them in the wash. So I have a pack of 7. I use all 7, then I put them in the wash on Sunday, and then I have 7 more for the next week. This is something, and they're pretty affordable. So that is something that I really suggest because you don't want the bacteria from your bum going to your face. Another thing with cleanliness, so while you're doing your skincare routine, you're touching your phone, you're touching the door, you're touching everything. I know your phone may be clean, but no matter how many times you really sanitize your phone, it can get dirty again. So make sure that while you're doing your skincare routine, you're not touching your phone oh, I need to change the song, so let me just touch my phone, and then you touch your face again. No.
No. No.
If you have to touch your phone, you wash your hands with soap and water. Then don't touch the doors, don't touch anything else except your skincare products and your face until you're done. The third thing that you're doing wrong is you are drying out your skin. So oftentimes when we have acne and we have pimples that are coming, we want to dry them out because it makes sense. Well, it doesn't. We think it makes sense that, oh, if I dry out my skin and dry out these pimples by putting witch hazel, by putting other toners, then it's really going to make my acne dry out and then give me fresh skin, beautiful clear skin. This is not the case. For me at least, this is not the case. When I transitioned from a drying routine to a hydrating routine, my skin changed for the better, because you're basically treating your acne like it's a wound. Make sure you take care of it, be loving towards it, and moisturize so that your skin barrier can actually replenish itself. Oftentimes the reason we're getting acne is because our skin barrier is damaged because of all this drying alcohol-based products that we're using. So stay away from alcohol-based products, stay away from witch hazel especially, stay away from all those scrubs like St. Ives. All these things can damage your barrier and make you more acne prone. And the fourth thing that you're doing wrong is you're letting things touch your face. So for example, I actually went to the esthetician. She told me that I should start wearing my hair up because oftentimes your hair traps oil, and if your hair is sitting on your cheeks, then it's one of the reasons why you have acne. So for actually like 3 months or 4 months while I was trying to heal my skin, I actually wore my hair in a ponytail. I still usually do wear my hair in a ponytail, but for this video I decided to wear it down. But you should be putting your hair off your face as much as possible. Also, just touching your skin. Your hands are not always clean. No matter how much you clean them, once you touch another object, you cannot guarantee that they are clean. So stop touching your face, stop touching your pimples, and also your phone. Stop putting your phone against your ear. Put it on speaker, use headphones, something else, because all the dirt that is on any surface is touching your face and can make you break out. And the fifth thing that you are doing that is making sure that your skincare routine is not working is that you are not giving it enough time. Sis, you need to commit to the skincare. It's like I have commitment issues to my skincare. Like after 2 weeks of it not working, I want to break up. This is not it. Don't do that. Don't do that. You need to give your skincare time to work. Before, when a product did not work after 2 weeks, I was like, oh, I'm not seeing results. My hyperpigmentation is not gone. So I'm gonna stop it and start using another product. This is not only expensive, but it's not productive at all. You need to give your skin time to adjust to the product and this product to actually work. For example, hyperpigmentation is something that takes years. It can take years to heal. You have to think about it. You've been breaking out for years and now you want to heal it in 2 weeks. That does not make sense. Make sure that you are letting your skin heal. Use them for at least a month and a half, 2 months. If then you're not getting a result, obviously then you can move to the next thing. But honestly, I like to give my skincare products time to actually work before I give them away. Remember, it's a marathon and not a sprint. You need to be dedicated to your skincare routine, do it every single day, and give it time to work out. I hope you enjoyed this video about the top 5 things you're doing wrong in your skincare routine. And these are really lessons that I learned and it helped me transform my skin. Remember, I am not an esthetician, so make sure you contact your local esthetician to help you with your skincare. But if you have any other questions relating to skincare, I can probably help because I've done a lot of research on these topics. So if there's a certain product you want to learn about or anything, just hit me up, leave a comment below, and I'll definitely get that done for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking your time out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. Bye.